In a world where opinions often collide and ego frequently dominates interactions, finding ways to deal with those who constantly proclaim themselves as absolute holders of truth may seem like a daunting task. However, Stoic philosophy, with its focus on virtue and inner serenity, offers a guiding light for navigating these turbulent waters. Imagine being able to face these challenging encounters with the calmness of a Stoic sage, confident in your own integrity and detached from others' opinions. This is not just a distant ideal. It is a tangible reality that Stoic wisdom invites us to embrace. In this dive into the essence of Stoic philosophy, we will explore 5 powerful ways to deal with those who always believe they are right. By incorporating Stoic principles of acceptance, empathy, and self-mastery, we will discover how to turn seemingly insurmountable conflicts into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all the latest developments. And be sure to share your opinion in the comments below. So, without further ado, let's embark on this journey towards self-awareness, learning to deal with people who always think they're right. Practicing empathy and understanding is essential when dealing with people who always think they're right. It's important to recognize that each individual has their own experiences, beliefs, and values that shape their perspective. By making an effort to understand the person's point of view, you can create a deeper connection and build common ground for communication. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand their emotions and experiences. When we strive to see the world through the other person's eyes, we are able to recognize the reasons behind their opinions and behaviors. This doesn't necessarily mean agreeing with the person, but rather acknowledging and respecting their reasons for thinking as they do. Understanding, on the other hand, involves not only actively listening to what the other person is saying, but also trying to see beyond the words to understand their underlying motivations and concerns. This requires patience and openness to considering perspectives different from our own. By practicing empathy and understanding, we can reduce conflicts and promote an environment of mutual understanding. Instead of impulsively reacting to divergent opinions, we can respond more calmly and compassionately, creating space for dialogue and conflict resolution. Furthermore, by demonstrating empathy and understanding, we build trust and strengthen interpersonal relationships. People are more likely to open up and share their concerns when they feel genuinely heard and understood. This lays a solid foundation for effective communication and constructive collaboration. Establishing clear boundaries is crucial to ensure that you are respected during interactions with people who always think they're right. When dealing with domineering, disrespectful individuals, or those who constantly invalidate our opinions, it's essential to assertively communicate which behaviors are unacceptable to us. This involves setting clear expectations about how we wish to be treated and what the boundaries are in terms of behavior and communication. For example, we can express that we will not tolerate constant interruptions during a conversation, or that we will not accept being ridiculed for our opinions. Setting these boundaries not only protects our own emotional well-being, but also promotes healthier and more respectful relationships. When we communicate our boundaries clearly and assertively, we are advocating for our right to be treated with respect and dignity. This involves expressing our needs and expectations firmly, without succumbing to pressure or manipulation from the other person. By doing so, we are strengthening our self-esteem and fostering relationships based on mutual respect. Furthermore, establishing clear boundaries empowers us to protect our own emotional and mental integrity. When we allow others to repeatedly cross our boundaries, we risk feeling frustrated, resentful, and even experiencing emotional harm. By communicating our boundaries assertively, we are taking control of our own happiness and well-being. It's important to note that establishing boundaries doesn't mean cutting off contact with the person who always thinks they're right completely. Instead, it means setting healthy boundaries that allow us to interact respectfully and constructively. This may involve limiting the time we spend with this person, avoiding certain topics of conversation that lead to conflicts, or establishing clear communication rules. Engaging in constructive communication is essential to promote effective and respectful dialogue with people who always think they're right. This approach goes beyond simply exchanging words. It's about cultivating an environment where mutual understanding and respect thrive. One of the first steps to constructive communication is adopting an open and receptive posture. This means being willing to listen carefully to the other person's point of view without judgment or prejudice. Instead of solely focusing on conveying your own message, take the time to truly absorb what the other person has to say. Asking questions is a powerful tool for promoting mutual understanding. Instead of assuming that we fully understand the other person's point of view, we can commit to exploring it more deeply by asking open-ended and reflective questions. This not only helps us gain a clearer insight into the reasons behind the other person's opinions, but also demonstrates our genuine interest in understanding them. Offering feedback in a diplomatic and constructive manner is another crucial skill in constructive communication. Instead of criticizing or judging the other person, focus on expressing your own concerns or perspectives in a respectful and non-threatening way. Remember that the goal is not to win an argument, but to promote open and productive dialogue. Furthermore, it's important to create an environment where both parties feel heard and respected. This means avoiding interrupting the other person, allowing them to finish speaking before responding, and refraining from personal attacks or aggressive language. By fostering an atmosphere of mutual respect, we are laying the groundwork for more effective and constructive communication. Constructive communication is not just about expressing our own opinions. It also involves being open to considering different perspectives and seeking collaborative solutions to conflicts. By promoting an environment where all voices are heard and valued, we can build healthier relationships and foster greater mutual understanding. Choosing your battles is an important skill when dealing with people who always think they're right. In a world where opinions can seem constantly in conflict, it's essential to discern when it's valid to engage in intense debate and when it's wiser to reserve energy for more significant issues. Not all issues warrant intense discussion or confrontation. Some battles simply aren't worth the effort and can end up consuming precious time and energy. Instead, it's more sensible to carefully evaluate each situation and choose to invest your energy where it can make a difference. This means reserving your energy for issues that truly matter, those that have a significant impact on your life or the lives of those around you. By focusing on these more fundamental issues, you're directing your energy where it can be most productive and effective. If the person you're dealing with is simply trying to impose their opinion on trivial matters, it may be more effective to agree to disagree and focus on areas where there's potential for compromise or mutual solution. This doesn't necessarily mean abandoning your own convictions, but rather recognizing that not all battles are worth fighting. By choosing your battles wisely, you're exercising self-mastery and discernment, qualities valued in Stoic philosophy. Instead of being dragged into every confrontation or disagreement, you're taking control of your own narrative and choosing where to invest your energy wisely. Choosing your battles is a valuable skill when dealing with people who always think they're right. By reserving your energy for issues that truly matter, and where there's potential for productive dialogue, you're promoting a more effective and balanced approach to conflict resolution. Demonstrating humility and flexibility is a powerful approach to dealing with people who always think they're right. Instead of adopting a defensive or confrontational stance, choosing to be humble and flexible can create a more conducive environment for dialogue and conflict resolution. Admitting when you're wrong or showing openness to considering other perspectives demonstrates emotional and intellectual maturity. This not only reflects an attitude of respect and humility towards others, but can also encourage the other person to do the same. When both parties are willing to acknowledge their own limitations and consider the opinions and viewpoints of others, it can pave the way for more authentic and meaningful communication. By demonstrating humility and flexibility, you're building a solid foundation for more collaborative and harmonious relationships. Instead of fostering resentments or creating barriers between you and the other person, humility and flexibility make room for more open and empathetic communication. This can help reduce tension and promote a climate of mutual respect and understanding. Furthermore, by demonstrating humility and flexibility, you're contributing to a culture of learning and continuous growth. Recognizing that nobody has all the answers and that there's always room to learn and grow is a sign of maturity and wisdom. This creates an environment where everyone feels encouraged to contribute their ideas and perspectives, promoting constructive conflict resolution and more effective collaboration. The lessons of Stoic philosophy offer us a valuable guide for dealing with those who always proclaim themselves as holders of the truth. By practicing empathy, establishing clear boundaries, engaging in constructive communication, choosing our battles wisely, and demonstrating humility and flexibility, we are not only strengthening our own virtues, but also promoting healthier relationships and more harmonious coexistence. As the Stoics taught us, we cannot control the opinions and actions of others, but we can control our response to them. By focusing on cultivating our own inner serenity and acting in accordance with our ethical principles, we can find lasting peace and profound satisfaction regardless of external circumstances. Therefore, as we face these daily challenges with Stoic wisdom as our guide, we can transform even the most difficult encounters into opportunities for personal growth and self-discovery. May we all move forward with courage, compassion, and integrity, honoring the timeless teachings of the Stoics on our journey towards moral excellence and inner peace. Gratitude to all of you who watched this video. Don't forget to give back by leaving your like on the video so that I can create more content and bring knowledge that will add value to our journey on this earth.